get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Start my day. Wake up, get up, stretch my legs. Eat some breakfast, milk and eggs. Brush my teeth up, wash my face. Throw my clothes on, start my day.
Hey guys, welcome to my shared master bedroom nursery. My daughter is a month old now. Jalen is a month old now. I figured I pretty much have a routine on like how I want things or placement wise of what I've got going on in my nursery for her. This is a shared nursery. It is in our master bedroom. We don't have a nursery room. Anyways, so if you're like me and you don't have space to create a whole nursery in one bedroom by itself and you are thinking of having a shared nursery, this video may be for you. Also, just because I have a daughter, it doesn't mean that if you have a boy, this can't work for you also. It's basically the same thing, just maybe different colors or whatever you want. Right here, I have my little changing station. I love this little table. It has shelves on it. One thing I do that I didn't actually realize I would be doing until after she was born is I started to put diapers up here to grab a lot quicker. When these run out, I take diapers from down here. So I just always fill them up. Behind my diapers, I have breast pads and I have some washable ones here. And then I have bibs. This isn't really in any particular like order. You would think that I would have the diapers with the wipes, but I just actually have them kind of like on different shelves above each other. That is because I don't actually grab them from here. This is what I grab when I'm replacing and restocking, I guess. I have this basket here. This holds all of my daughter's bows, and I have a lot. Or, well, she has a lot. She has a lot of bows. I'm actually going to do a DIY to hold some of the favorite ones I have for her. So stay tuned for that. By the way, if you're new here, my name is Monica. By the way, all these baskets, they are non-matching, and I actually think it looks cute that way. They are non-matching though because I got them for free. Down on the bottom, I have a big basket right here. I have a piece of Tupperware that I put a dry rag in the bottom of. So after I rinse out my bottles and wash out everything, I can put them on here and then it won't be a big mess. So I keep it in the basket. That way, if I decide to pump in my room, I can just grab the basket, or if I decide to pump out there, it's all together. I can just grab the basket and go wherever I need to go to pump. Also, a tip is keep a manual breast pump in your diaper bag because you never know. So I have one of those too. Next, I have this little basket, and I'm going to put this on my bed and show you what I have in here. I like it because you can easily grab it like this. Okay, I took everything out. I have a little nail kit here. It has nail clippers, everything you can need for their nails, and toothbrushes for when they're really small and as they get older. It also came with this comb and this brush, but I keep these out for after her bath. I have an extra comb and brush for when her hair gets a little bit more thicker because this is harder bristle. I have baby shampoo and wash, and one of these, we actually got this from the hospital. Got these rags from the dollar store. Got these rags for free. Got these rags from my baby shower. And I wanted to mention that it is perfectly okay if you get stuff from the dollar store. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not a good parent or anything. If you're getting stuff for free, cheap, or used, thrift shops, anything like that, you're doing a great job because that way you're not wasting money on things that you can get for free or cheap, and you can save that money for things that you can't, like diapers and stuff. Once in a while you can find diapers for free, but for the most part, it is really smart and good for you for saving your money on more important things that you actually can't find for cheap or free. Anyways, moving on, that is what it looks like when it's all in there. And like I said, with the pump, it's the same thing for the bath time stuff. I like to put it in a basket. That way I can move it to wherever I need it, because we have a little bathtub, but I don't actually like always putting her in there or inside of there in our bathtub. I like putting her on her bed sometimes and just giving her a sponge bath. So I like to keep it like that. Next over here, we have the wipes. Like I said before, I just grab them from here to restock. And then I also have these reusable diapers. Then for up here, I got this changing table and this changing pad for free. It all came together. It does have the clips, but it didn't have a changing pad. And I looked up online and it was more than I was willing to spend right away. This was before my daughter got here, obviously. So what I've been doing is I usually have a pillowcase over it, like a longer pillowcase, and it fits perfectly. It's about that size. And when that gets dirty, I take it off and I usually put one of her receiving blankets. I just tuck it in to the sides. You can still use the hooks, especially when it has the receiving blanket on it. You can use these clips that are connected to the changing pad. When you put a pillowcase on it, there's actually a belt that connects to the table that I could use. But I don't ever leave her, so I don't. If I'm reaching over to her dresser over here to grab something, I usually place my hand on her belly and I hold her there. I never walk away from this while she is up here. So I don't usually use these, but for you guys, if you just so you know, it's possible to not have to buy a cover. And just to make it a little bit cuter, I put a key hook or coat rack thing. I don't know what that was for. We didn't really use it. So I just hung up some random things. I haven't actually used this for anything, but what I'm thinking about putting here, this piece of art. This is so cute, this little picture. I got this from the thrift shop for like $2, and I think it was $2, and I think I got this for the same amount of money, but I have to actually put that picture in. These are not her pictures. Anyways, I have to put this picture in because she's a month already, and her newborn picture. I want to hang this somewhere. I'm not sure exactly where I want to hang them, so they're not hung up yet. So next over here, you see that picture in the center with her name. I actually painted that, and I'll tell you why in a minute. You see these lights. You can make them brighter and more dim. Show you what they look like up close. They look really pretty at night. And I noticed my daughter likes to look through this sheet thing that I made and look at the light at night. What I wanted to show you is that I'm not actually done with this sign, but if you look closely, you can see white. So this actually fell down a little bit. It can go up. This sign originally looked like a sign that you can find at Hobby Lobby, and it actually was white. It had a cute little saying on it. If you look at one of my hauls in the past or a day in the life, you'll probably find it, and you can see what it looked like. But I actually made some dark brown paint, and I painted the edge to I painted it dark to match the light fixtures. By the way, this did have a glass cover and it cracked, so I actually took it off. I took it off on both sides because I wanted it to match instead of waiting around to buy another cover. But anyways, so I wanted it to match the lights, and then I liked the teal because I actually had teal paint, and she has teal as one of the colors on her little portable crib. Then it took me a while to actually draw out her name and space it out, because you could see right here there's like very lightly a J. Well, I guess I pushed kind of hard because the picture was like almost like a piece of cardboard instead of like wood in the center part. But anyways, so I changed it up and I tried to center it. So it says Jalen Ray, and I will maybe paint over it one day and make it actually look a lot better, like paint over her name. So there is that. Then over here, I actually took these 2 eucalyptus picks from Walmart, or not picks, but like stems or whatever you want to call it, and I intertwined them together to make a wreath. And I had it like a wreath for a long time. It was hanging up in my skylight for a long time. And then this thing here was a curtain that was hanging in my living room. And I actually folded it and put it away when I got a blue curtain to replace this one. And then I decided, you know what, this would be beautiful hung around, like, you've seen these kind of things on Pinterest, but I actually I don't have the money to buy anything like that, so I just made my own. So there is that. Funny story about this frame here. It actually had a mirror inside of it, and I was at this house that had a bunch of free stuff outside, and I was trying to pull this out, so I grabbed it by the top. It used to be hot pink, and I was grabbing it by the top. I'm like, what is this? Because I couldn't see, I could just see this part. So I was pulling it up, and the mirror just like fell out because the back was not on there very good. So I felt so embarrassed. I told her, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, and I put the glass in a cardboard box. And anyways, long story short, it was hot pink, which I really liked, but it didn't go with the colors that I'm trying to get. The whole thing is I had this color paint already. I also had this purple kind of paint already. So you can see my problem with the hot pink. Like, it wouldn't really go very well unless I stuck the hot pink over there by the changing table. If you guys stay tuned to my channel, I'm actually going to do a DIY with this. I got an idea that I thought would be really cute. These are her wings. I'm not sure if it was like that the whole time. I don't think it was. Either way, this is for her baby pictures. I think it is for the size 3 months, so I'm waiting for that. It goes with the tutu on the other wall. Then here we have a camera that actually has a little controller. Here is the controller. You can hear me. The picture looks clear, but it's actually not too clear. It's okay in the light, but at night, it has night vision and it's kind of hard to see. Anyways, you can turn the camera. So yeah, it has volume and everything. You can turn the camera. It can go a certain amount of distance. If you want, I will try to link this down below. I think it's a good product, so I'm going to link it down below. This is no like affiliation or anything like that. Moving on, here is my daughter's crib. It has some stains actually. I actually got this for free. Came with the changing station. It also had a little infant bassinet that hooked into the side here, but I took it out because my daughter was not sleeping in it. And I got this little Snuggle Nest from a garage sale. This is what she sleeps in. This actually folds up, and that's what it looks like folded up. I like her to be kind of enclosed, and what I normally do, I'm washing them right now, but I usually roll up one of her larger blankets, and I have it go like this around, just in case, so she doesn't like wiggle anywhere. It has a light. It has the sound of womb, and you can turn it down, and it has some music. It's the only song it plays and the only womb thing. You can turn that down too, and you push it again to turn it off. So that is what I like her to sleep in. And because I was hurting and like stressing out, I was hurting myself trying to lean over this during the middle of the night to check on her because my side is right here. So I know it says to not do this, but her bed is far enough away from it. And if it fell, which it won't, but if it fell, it would fall down into here. And this usually is sideways. I put one of those mirrors there, so when I'm laying in my spot, I can just look in there and peek and just see that she's okay, instead of leaning up and trying to like bump the crib and stuff like that. And because I have a changing table already, I don't use this at all, and I wouldn't anyways because it does have pockets on the other side. I wouldn't use it anyways because it does have pockets over on the side. It's not ideal for me because I have the wipe warmer and all that, and there's no place for that. So what I use this for is just to store extra blankets, and I always make sure it's below the edge here just in case. And then I just have some of her stuffed animals. She has this little unicorn I got for her, and she has this cute little teddy bear that my brother and sister-in-law and their kids came and gave her. So I figured since we're already in the nursery, I might as well throw this in here too. My sister-in-law made this blanket for Jalen, and I absolutely adore it. It is beautiful. And she slept so good for me one day covered up in this. I was so happy. I got so much done. That is the other side of it. I wish you could feel it. Both sides are really soft, and it's really pretty. Get a little close up so you can see the detail. The dark greens with the faded pink is, I love it. It is beautiful. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is one of her other stuffed animals. It's a unicorn, but you can't tell because I wrapped the mirror around its head and it's bending its horn. But she's so young she won't even know unless she sees this video. Okay, moving on to her little dresser. Like I said before, I have a wipe warmer. This thing is pretty cool. You can change the settings on it. It has a little light. You just swipe it. The wipe warmer is actually facing this way because this stuff didn't used to be here. But I can quickly move it if I needed to. If I needed to keep the light off to not wake up my boyfriend, the light actually shines through here just enough to where I can actually see to change Jalen. But for the most part, I don't use that, but it is pretty handy if you need to. The top drawer is where I keep her socks and one of these little receiving blanket things that has Velcro. The second drawer down is where I keep summery kind of outfits. And all of this is 0 to 3 months. So not 3 months, but 0 to 3 months or newborn. And then I have a lot of these little diaper covers in here. So that's what I put in the second drawer. The third drawer down, I have a lot of the zip-up jammies and footy pajamas. And I also have shirts or onesies that have long sleeves. So there's that. So it's like warmer stuff for nighttime. And the other drawer is where I keep all the onesies. And the bottom drawer, how'd that get in there? The bottom drawer is where I keep all of her pants. Okay, that is it for this video. I hope that gave you guys a lot of ideas or motivation, or at least made you feel better. If you don't have all the newest things, you don't really need a full dresser unless you really want to just shove everything into one spot. I will show you one more thing. Okay, so I turned our hallway linen closet into a closet for my daughter. We didn't have enough room for all of her extra things in our closet, so I put it all in here. We had a little bin for her toys. I have clothes for up to a year or more saved up in this closet, and then I have 3 months stuff on a shelf. We actually have a shed in the back, and I actually have stuff for when she's older than a year, just because we have space for it. So, and a lot of it I got for free, so I decided to keep it. It was really cute. So, there's an idea. Okay, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Hope that gave you some ideas, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next one. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Thank you. Bye.